I'm going to be talking about the rally on the 27th of July and what you can do to make it better. I'm Granniopteryx and I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. So I'm going to ask you to write another letter. Now, a lot of people said after the letter that I gave before that what's the point? They didn't answer. Anyway, no, they never do. Well, I mean, it would have been polite, but it is a job if lots of letters come in to answer them all, and sometimes can put you in a bad legal position, so you can understand that. The fact is, though, if they get letters, they do read them. And they do know that if the more letters they get, the more people are concerned. And there's some sort of a truism about it. If they get 5 letters, it means 5,000 people are annoyed. I don't remember what it is now, but it's something like that. They calculate. So the more letters you send, the better, honestly, even if you feel like you're dropping it into a well of nothingness. Now, there's going to be a rally on the 27th of July, and I wanted to, instead of complaining after the fact, I want to send a preemptive letter. So to that end, I've put a letter up on my website, that's granniopteryx.com. You'll find the link in the description. And on the page marked Letter to Media, I am putting the following communication. First of all, I'm telling you, subject line, Rally, 27th of July, 2024. If you want it for publication, you should say letter for publication. However, newspapers don't like it when they get form letters for publication. They certainly don't publish them. So if you want to write your own letter, you can. But if you want to use this, just put Rally 27th of July 2024, which means not necessarily for publication, but we want you to take notice of this. And the letter goes as follows. Dear Sir, on the 1st of June 2024, the two-tier policing rally was held in London to bring to public attention what is increasingly seen as unequal enforcement applied to different social groups. Although the rally was attended by all ethnicities, religions, ages and professions, although the participants were not exclusively British citizens, and although it was peaceful and orderly, the reports in all the national newspapers described a rowdy mob of inebriated football hooligans, variously characterised as wearing balaclavas, letting off flares and chanting racist slogans. Nothing could have been further from the truth. It is obvious that not one of your own journalists was there. I assume they were relying for this misinformation on handouts from the very organisation that was being criticised, the Metropolitan Police. As we know from the Hillsborough incident or the Stephen Lawrence affair, the police are not always the most reliable sources of information. There will be a second rally in Trafalgar Square on the 27th of July. This time, perhaps you could send your own journalists to make factual eyewitness reports. Yours sincerely. And then I've given you at the bottom of the page the way you end the letter. Yours sincerely, you give your name and your district. For instance, I say, if you live in PO16 7GZ, then just put your name and then PO16 there. You don't give, that's what's published. So you don't want to nail it down to your house. And then underneath you put contact details and then you specify not for publication. And then you give your name, your address and a phone number. Right, and then under that I have some newspaper email addresses. If you had a local paper and noticed that this same report appeared in your local paper, then then send it to them as well. Okay, so that's what I've done. If you are not in the country, but you still want to send a letter, then you should start in the second paragraph. Although I am not in Britain, I saw the videos, and the rally was attended by all ethnicities, religions, and so on. You just carry on like that. Okay, well, that's it. And believe me, it does make a difference. And if you want to fight for your liberties and our British culture here, then this is one way you can do it. It's a very effective way. When the papers know that people are engaged in this way, they do take notice, and an email costs you nothing. So why don't you give it a go? Okay. And you've got until the 27th, but do it as soon as you can before you forget. Okay, till next time. You can help my channel by clicking like, by subscribing, by clicking the notification bell, and by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels are in the description, also links to donation sites, but really the best way you can help me is simply by clicking like. Thank you.